So, this is really my memory.
Yeah.
You know, so Laura. Okay, so we're gonna have a meeting about what it's like here, what's going on, all that. We're waiting for Laura. So I'm gonna just say that these guys have been helping out a lot here, and this place is transforming and it's getting so much nicer. So we're waiting for you, Laura. We're waiting for you.
Give her space.
Okay. All right. So
Wash your hands for a really long time and rub you around your thumbs, you know, give yourself a full hand massage.
And wash your face.
Take your time.
Wash your face. Your eye. So I would like to have regular meetings like this so that we can all talk about what's inspired us, what's bothering us, what we think is going to be good for the future, so we can communicate, we can voice our grievances or whatever. I want everyone to know that I don't believe that we should have a leader. There could be a spokesperson or something, but everyone should get a vote, and everyone's say is valuable. And I'm someone who does not care where ideas come from. If someone has a good idea, I'm just like I'll just use it, and I don't think like, oh, someone else thought that. And the same with my ideas. I don't care that they come from me. I'm completely willing to use the best idea. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I would like you guys to have maybe a little book like this or something, someplace where you write it, where you can write your thoughts down and then bring them up in the meetings. And then when we have meetings like this, I want everyone to go around and say and talk, you know, say whatever on their minds, so that we'll get more things done. I want to like take notes on these meetings. So okay, so that was this thing. Okay, that worked out. I said that. Okay, so I'm just gonna go about the things that I've been seeing that I would like everyone to be mindful of. We want to limit water waste as much as possible. Check the toilet does not always close, and it runs and runs. Sometimes it's me that does it.
I've seen that, yeah.
And so if you guys ever hear the toilet running when you're walking by, if you can hear water running from the bathroom or wherever, check the toilet, and if you might need to just push that little thing down. It's old. I wish I could fix it.
Push it down?
Yeah,
or
you have to push it up. You have to push it down so that little thing closes and then the tank fills.
Yeah.
Lights. Last person to go to bed at night turns off the lights.
Do we have to have that blinking thing on all night?
No, yeah, we can totally turn that off. Yeah.
In the beginning, I couldn't sleep because of that.
Yeah, no.
I didn't realize. So I didn't.
Yeah, that thing you could just unplug it, whatever.
Entirely.
Yeah.
Doesn't need to be.
That for me is just like a safety issue, and it doesn't have to blink. That it stays solid, you know, because it's so dark in there.
Yeah.
But if you want it off, it doesn't really matter to me because I can close my eyes and walk through there.
Yeah.
But other people have told me that they feel. And you could just press that little button and it changes the mode.
Okay.
And it'll stay on. Right.
That would be better, definitely.
What was the thing? The other thing was doors. What did I write about that? So there's the major thing about the doors, you can't lean on this door because it pops out.
Yeah.
Okay, and then, well, I mean, how we do it, it's like depending on the weather. Sometimes we like to leave the door open, put the shade down, whatever, but I don't know, so not really much to do with about that. I wrote something about fire. With the fire, I guess we're gonna have to wait till we get into that. But one of the projects that I want to do is get the chimney going, because we can't light the thing until I fix that. That's going to be a project that we want to get before it gets cold, because it's going to suck if it's cold and we're trying to fix it. Another thing that I would like to talk about and get everyone's input is chores. We need to like have a clear method or figure out some way that the animals are going to get fed and watered. And if the person who's like assigned to do it can't do it, they need to communicate.
Yep.
It can't get done. And then also when we go places, we need to plan and say, oh, are we going to be back in time to put the chickens away? You know, if we treat them right, they'll lay for us, and we'll get all the eggs we can eat.
Yeah.
But if they don't get water for a day, if they're not getting the right food, or if they're stuck outside, they're going to stop laying and we won't get eggs. So I'll just go about this, and then I'll let you guys talk, and then I'll talk some more. So projects that I have that I'm interested in is putting up the tent cabin, cleaning that back room, growing food, which is really important, cleaning and organizing, which you guys are all doing really amazing. We want to get the wood stove like I talked about, and then I want everyone to be brainstorming for long-term goals, short-term goals, and medium-term goals. I want everyone's input on that. You know what I mean? Just tell me the things that you do that you think is going to be good. Write them down and bring them up in the presentations when we have meetings. Okay, so that's what I got to say now. Who wants to go next? Anyone?
Well, I had a few thoughts on what you said. So one thing about the waste is I wouldn't mind not flushing every time.
Yeah.
So if everyone else doesn't mind, we can just,
Well,
not flush every time. I don't know.
we don't have to flush for pee, but
Exactly.
there's enough water. If there's poo in there, we can flush it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
Well, we don't have to flush just for pee. I'm
Exactly.
fine with that. Yeah.
sweet.
Okay.
The other thing about the water system is because it's a septic tank. I made this mistake originally. I was doing a lot of laundry and I was using bleach quite a bit because things were really dirty. But it's really bad for the septic system. So if you're cleaning stuff, just be mindful of using as little as possible.
For sure, the toilet, the bathroom sinks, and the kitchen go to the septic. The washing machine doesn't. So
But it goes to the land.
it goes to the land down there.
So what is the problem about that bleach?
Bleach just kills things. Like the septic system is a very delicate balance,
Yeah.
and if you add chemicals or bleach or something, it kills the organisms that make it work.
Okay.
And that's the major reason why the laundry's not on the
Yeah.
on a different system. It's a gray water system. I believe in bleach. It's not great for the land, but it's going way down there. I don't ever see growing anything down there. So we still can use bleach in the laundry.
Yeah.
But we're going to try not to use it very much and put it in the bathroom drains and the kitchen drains.
So what is there
Why?
anything we use every day
Not
that
put them in
has
the
bleach? in
Yeah,
it?
not put it in the kitchen.
No.
Wait.
In the kitchen or in the bathroom, is there anything that has bleach in it that we're using?
Well, like the Comet, the scrubbing
Yeah,
powder.
any
that's
chemicals.
Really, it's minimal. It's
Yeah.
just that, I'm just saying, don't pour. Like when I was cleaning the floor originally, I was putting half bleach and half water.
Okay.
Mopping up the floor, and then pouring that down the sink. That's not
Yeah. Okay.
So how the septic system works is it takes all the waste, everything that goes down the drains, and puts it in a big giant tank. And there's natural bacteria that in there that eats it up and dissolves it. If you put bleach and chemicals down there, it's going to kill those bacteria, and we don't want that because then the septic system can back up and who knows. I've never had it happen because mostly it's just been me around here.
Yeah.
When we start putting more people on it, then
Well, we're about to not even use that.
yeah, if we can
We've
get that
taken-
thing going.
Like 2 or 3 loads of brush and stuff that she's raked and already filled up the bottom of it.
Right. Yeah. So then, and then it's just I need to put a stainless steel thing around that. I need to work on that.
Yeah, the seat
That
of it
thing,
for
but the
sure.
seat
we
is
should do
really-
that this week. We should get that done.
Right. Okay. So let me put this on the. me put
Okay.
that on the list.
So going
Okay,
back
so
to center. Who wants to talk next?
Do you want?
go ahead. Yeah,
Yeah? Okay.
yeah.
Well, yeah. So I feel like a lot of the stuff that you have listed, we've already like it's done. Like we have like plans drawn out. We have a notebook. I don't know where it is.
This
Our
is it?
work. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So there's a notebook, you know, and I feel like we don't have to all have our own, right? Because especially if
We
we're
could
gonna
all
come
write in this.
together twice a week to talk about the goals that we're going through,
Yeah.
you know. So okay, so in response, just before like I forget anything about what she said, I think that chores is really just like we need someone to make a visual representation that everyone can see and we can write
Oh,
on.
that's a good idea.
Yeah, I think being like, oh, like you guys and all this, and you know, it should be open. Everyone that comes here should see it because it seems like people are always, you know, like it's an open social place.
Yeah.
So it should be posted, you know,
Yeah.
and not even like some sort of cool like water thing that's just like think like conserving water, you know, like I don't know. I love Smokey the Bear. I feel like people get it. Don't burn shit up when you're here, you know,
Yeah.
like. But
Yeah, we should have like a list of things that you like, just what this household is about. Like the things you just said, the wastewater and all things like that. Just that everyone who comes here can look at the list and is reminded, or is just like their attention is put on it. You know,
Right.
that would be important. And the bleach thing and whatever.
Yeah.
We should like sit
Yeah,
down
'cause
and make a list.
Basic
and
information.
It would be good to
basic
have that
information,
posted
Exactly.
because there's so many people that come
And
through
even
here.
if it's just
That makes
a
sense.
DIN A4 piece of paper on the wall in the living room or something.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we could make it a bit nice, you know, that the attention is drawn to it and people can always come back to it and look at it.
Right.
I always thought that
We have an
place
expert
right there,
sign maker here.
right there in the kitchen, that
Yeah.
wall right there.
Yeah,
would be a
perfect.
good place for
Yeah.
that basic,
Sure. Can
the
you put stuff
non-changing
to it?
information.
yeah.
Is it, or is it wood?
I could paint it. And I could
She's
put,
yeah. She can do all kinds of stuff.
I could do it easy.
Okay, so
So we'd have to sit down and make a list together of
Yeah.
what's important
Exactly.
for somebody new.
We should write
Yeah.
that down. Sign.
okay, all right.
Cross off chores. Right
Yeah,
now.
that
Okay.
could be a
Chore,
like,
so I put
meeting
chore board,
thing.
signs, and then what would you call that where everyone can read it and
Blackboard.
Informational.
informational
Yeah,
signs,
community
information
board.
signs,
Or something.
info and procedures.
Yeah.
Okay, info and procedures. Okay.
I also think on that we should have emergency numbers for
Ooh, yeah.
everybody because
Yes.
That's a good
if
idea.
something happens to you, I don't
Yeah.
know who to call.
Yeah, that's
Or
good.
you.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I think maybe when anyone's coming here, we should probably get that kind of info.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that
Like, do you have
and their
insurance?
number maybe.
Who's your parent? You know?
Yeah, you
like-
have serious liability having
Yeah.
people
We
work
might
for
be.
you.
We should just come up with a form that we could email everyone, and everyone's going to come here. It's like before you get here, this form needs to be filled out.
Do you have
Okay, so-
property, do you have insurance for your property?
No.
You don't. Yeah. that's,
Okay.
So everyone
Yeah.
who comes needs to have their own.
Yeah, because anybody could hurt themselves and sue
Yeah.
Bear for.
Yeah.
That's why I want to put this thing into a corporation. Oh, so here's what
yeah, this is. I mean,
yeah. Okay, so this is my long-term goal for this plan is I want to take this land out of my name and I want to put it into its own entity that's run by a committee.
What about like nonprofit?
Yeah,
Okay.
something like that.
That's
where
because
where
that's
it's
scared
like
me. It's like where I was like, what the fuck
So,
are we going towards here?
nobody owns it.
You know?
It's its own thing.
Yeah.
And how it gets run is
For sure.
decided by 5 or 7 people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
You could do that by just having this be like a blessed land. You know what I'm saying? Like if you make it some sort of like thing like that to
Yeah.
you, like you can have that like it be like, oh yeah, sorry.
no,
you
but I
can't
want it
develop
legally.
here,
I want it legal.
No,
I
that
don't-
is legal.
Oh, it
That
is?
is legal. You just have to get it like deemed.
So, but I want
So
it so that there's, because I'm thinking about like after I'm gone, I want it so that there's a committee that decides what happens here,
Yeah.
and I want that committee to be the people that are living here, and then a few other people.
Like family.
Yeah,
friends.
family. Yeah, and the committee members get voted on and off by people in the committee, and this place stays its own thing, and not a family thing. So.
Well, you need to figure out your mission then. What it will unite everyone sitting around that table?
Yeah.
What is that? You know?
The mission statement.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've
think about it.
talked about this before. Mission statement.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm not going to come up with it right now, but things that I would like to have this land be about is that I would like people to be able to come here and get healing from the land. I don't ever want to have to charge someone to sleep here, but I think it would be good to figure out some way that we could make money by people coming here, because it all costs. You know what I mean? I don't need money for anything, but the land needs it. You know, the place needs it. So if we could figure out some way that it could pay for itself, that's what I'm interested in. And then I want it so that there can be long-term people who are here long-term and feel like they have a vested stake in this place, and then people who are coming for short and medium term. You know, so I mean that's kind of like the ideas that I have about this place.
For sure. I feel you on that.
Right. So.
I think I had just like a few more things to say.
Yeah.
We're gonna try and stick to that.
Go ahead.
Okay. I came here on like a work trade thing. You know, I love it.
Yeah.
Like your property has so much potential that I am down to do today, tomorrow, in a month. Like for sure. I'm so like down to do that. You know,
awesome.
like I'm down. That's what I want to do with my life. But like I need to know that it's okay. You know, like you talk about like how money's hard because the pot was no good.
Yeah.
You know, like, and I just need to know that like I'm not burdening you in a way that you can't, like provide. You know what I'm saying? Like we have our own contract. Everyone has their own contract.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Right.
just different. But just to have an open communication with that, because I'm aware of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I want to help however that is. Growing food takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
But once you get it started, you can keep
produces
it
a lot,
going.
yeah.
No,
It
you can
saves us
keep
a lot
it
of
going.
money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But starting from like nothing, like, is really hard. I think in response to what you said earlier, you can make a profit here. If you get your crops going, you could actually have a booth that you sell to people locally in town. People would fucking dig it. Like seriously, if you get it together.
Well, they have the farmers market.
Yeah,
on
I mean,
Wednesdays.
you could go there, or you could sell, like, who knows what your fan base wants from you.
Yeah.
Or what the world needs from you that you can just pass through your connections, your network. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have faith in that, too. And I'd be willing to, like, be a part of that, you know what I'm saying? But, like, I just need to know, like, I don't know.
Well, I appreciate you so much on so many levels. Your enthusiasm, your vitality, your youth, and your desire. I mean, the fact that you see that this place is amazing and powerful and special.
Yeah.
I am open to all good things, but I am limited right now because, like, I'm really poor. You know, which we all are, and how I feel is if we all just pitch in, it should be pretty easy. You know what I mean?
How do you mean pitch in?
Well, I mean, if we could get to a place where we could all pitch in for the utilities, you know what I mean? I mean, right now the electricity is like $50 a month. The internet's $90 a month.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's relatively cheap, and if we're all pitching in, it's not that much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I can't afford that though.
Yeah, well, I'm not asking
Like,
you to now, but like.
No, like unless I get a job.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Like I'm not gonna like tell you I can do that. You know. What
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, just because like I know that I
Well,
can't.
I'm not going to
You know,
require
like,
it. I'm not going
Yeah.
to require it. But if you guys got a job, if you guys,
Yeah,
you know what
for
I mean?
sure. If I get a job, like.
Yeah.
And I
I could
also have
throw
no
like
problem
$15 here
in-
for a bill, or you know.
Yeah,
what I'm
you know,
saying?
it's
Like,
not that
stuff like
much.
that,
Yeah. I mean,
But
I'm
right
gonna
now,
pay it. I'm gonna
like,
pay it. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Because I have to. I mean but if I could, until I get like on my feet or until like money comes, then if whoever can pitch in, it's appreciated. You know what I mean? And like
But
you've
it's
done
not-
so much, and you have so much. You have a car that really helps. You know, you're
Yeah, I'm gonna be paying for gas anyway, so like I'm down. You know, that's
Yeah.
something that I can provide to a certain extent. You know,
right.
That's,
rides to San Fran. You know, like
Yeah.
it's not a requirement.
yeah.
No, it's not a
It's
requirement.
and you're not gonna. You shouldn't feel bad if you can't do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
And if you can do it, great. But it's not
I mean, unless I get to the point where it's like I have $0 and I can't pay the electricity,
right
I
now.
was-
you know, I'm gonna
yeah.
pay it. You
We're
know what I
splitting
mean?
it, and it's okay. I can do it right now.
Yeah.
Um,
And so
and
far,
it's
it
not
seems
like
like
a huge amount of money, but
No.
it's when you don't have any money, it's
Yeah,
a huge
that's
amount of
true.
money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but
It is just so unclear, you know, because we haven't ever like directly communicated,
Yeah.
like all of us, you know.
yeah.
And what about how much is the food per week? Or
Yeah, but
do you
see,
have
I-
an idea in that? Because I'm totally willing, like, to
Right.
pay an amount of food and everything, especially like when we have a job,
Right.
like she says. Then there's no problem in pitching in everything
So,
into everything.
I get 185, I think, a month in food stamps, and
Okay.
and that's what I'm spending. Plus, you know, I probably spend 30, 40 bucks more.
Than that.
Yeah. So I'm spending like, you know, $225 a month.
and I spend about equal to you.
Yeah, I would
but
think so.
Without the stamps.
Yeah.
So what's the food stamps all about?
If you don't have an income and use this as an
Okay.
address, you can go over there and they'll give you food stamps.
And that's how much you get food worth of 185 bucks.
They
for
give
free.
you a card that you swipe when you go to the market. They give you a little credit card, and every month they put money on it. It fucking helps.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds.
You all could get it, I'm sure. If you just go
Yeah.
down to the social health
We
services.
sort of register with you then or something.
Yeah, just be 100% completely
we're saying-
honest.
Okay.
Except when someone comes and lives here, I have to report that, and I haven't reported any of it. So you have to say I've only been there a month.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And what I'll say is, I didn't know if they were going to stay or they were
Yeah.
just short-term guests or something.
About that.
I don't know. I have like some sort of weird like
You don't have to do it,
moral thing to it.
but they will also give you medical too.
There've been a lot of reductions because for people that need it because
Yeah.
of the amount of people that are on
Yeah.
it right now.
Sure.
But if I fucking need it, like if I
Right.
get to that point, I know.
Yeah.
But I'm not there yet.
Yeah. It's
At all,
same
you
here.
know.
Same here.
Okay.
Not,
Yeah, but I'm there.
Yeah.
no, that's
You know, yeah.
that's totally
No,
fine. I have
yeah.
nothing
Not
like
saying anything about
yeah.
that. Yeah. Okay.
But so far, like all the money that I've needed to pay the bills has been coming. You know what I mean? One way or another.